welcome to a podcast that is mandated and heavily censored. Today, I'm here with...
Me, Liam,
Okay,
Martin.
alright. And today we're going to things that matter released to viewers. That means you, Mr. France.
Yeah, you, who I never met, but I might have. I might have met you, but it was like a passing glance.
I doubt you have. Maybe in a passing...
No, but it might have, like, in the halls.
Hey, he's pretty tall. He's also bald.
Yeah, I might have seen him, but that's fine.
Maybe.
That's fine. That's fine.
And now, we're gonna go on to our first segment, which is something
Fabled
that
first.
honestly people care very little about. What is the average week of a student at what's your school again?
Keokuk High School.
Thank you. What is the average week of a student at your school look like?
And well, for me, it's like basically just the normal school day, really. Just go to classes.
Well, describe
On Wednesday, you get out early,
really.
and you don't even have to go to lunch.
Why is
You can
that?
just leave, because lunch is kind of after
That's
school.
not what I was asking. Why do you get out of school?
Why do we get out of school? Because there's meetings
There's
and
meetings. We have a similar thing
Yeah.
here at West Burlington.
That's Friday.
That's Friday for us. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
You remember from your
From my
veterancy.
my veterancy at West Burlington.
Your veterancy at West Burlington. Is
Yeah.
there any like special things besides a Wednesday, or is it just like go to classes, cry a little bit, want to go home, feel the ever-loving dread of stress and appeal that like is like thrown at a student on a daily basis, or is it just that? Or is there anything else? Sure.
Well, Tristan, you described perfectly how I feel.
Perfectly.
That was a lie. Why do you? Okay. So no, I actually enjoy some of my classes.
What? That is preposterous.
Science is fun. Choir's fun, but a lot of the times I'm just wishing to go home.
That I feel bad. Especially
Yeah.
in first period, computer applications.
Oh, first period sucks because it's like you're still asleep,
Oh God.
and you're expected to take midterms.
Whoa. You do. I don't.
Okay, but yeah, but isn't that the reason I'm here?
I guess so. Well,
So-
me personally, my first period kind of sucks because I hate the teacher, Mr. France. You suck. I'm stuck with him next trimester too in the same.
Whoa,
Anyways,
you gonna let him do you like that?
he might. I don't know. He might fail me. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
On to the next segment. I'm just gonna abandon a minute timer because that kind of just went off awkwardly. Sorry, Mr.
Okay,
France.
yeah. Yeah.
Number 2. How was your day today?
My day today?
Yes.
It was fine. I didn't cough as much because I brought a handful of cough drops to school. But other than that, we got out of school early. We got out of school early because there was assembly. It was like 10 minutes early. It wasn't even that much.
Okay.
So my day was fine. I got to try on costumes for show choir.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What type of costumes?
So we're doing space themed. So one of the costumes had ridiculous shoulder pads.
Like
Like, think ice spikes, but on your shoulders.
ice spikes, man. Ooh, that is ridiculous, dude. That is
Yeah.
preposterous.
It is preposterous. The other one was just a pirate overcoat, which I don't really understand. Why it's in a space themed show choir thing.
Sphinx pirates.
Space pirates.
Yeah.
Is it just an upgrade from cyber pirates?
More like sea pirates. Cyber pirates is above Sphinx pirates because they're like
Oh, okay.
they're like the 5th dimension or something.
What?
Alright, another like the other part of this segment. Did you have any feelings of existential dread on this very day?
On this very day?
Yes.
I mean, existential. Why can't I say the word? What is the word again? Existential dread.
Yes.
Well, there's this book report due in December,
Wow.
and I am halfway through the book.
It seems you were not on pace, my young fellow.
No, I am not. But
Don't fail.
if I put in 20 pages a day, which I don't think I can do physically, I'll be able to do it.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Now that you said that, let's go to the rules real quick. I forgot to go over the rules before you. Number one, no
But
cussing.
by the way, your podcast cadence is amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're like a game show
Alright.
person.
Alright. First rule, okay? Because it's like what you just said. It really made me think about the second rule, which you're gonna learn. First rule, no cussing. That's obvious. This is a school mandated project. I do not want to be failed.
Did I cuss?
Do not lie to me.
I didn't lie to you.
Do not lie to me.
What did I lie about?
I will dox you.
Don't dox me. What did I?
Third,
Oh, okay.
Mr. France
Yeah.
is bad.
Why is he bad?
Alright, next segment. Third
Okay.
question. What's your favorite subject in school?
Is choir counted as a subject?
Yes,
Okay, choir,
choir. Why is
and
that?
then it's science.
I don't care about your
Qui-
second, I care about your first one, Liam. Tell me your first one.
Why is choir my favorite?
Yes.
Well, singing in general has kind of been a big part of my life for 10 years.
How old are you?
I'm 14.
I knew that, I just,
Yeah, you knew that. You knew that.
14, so 4 years old you started singing, roughly.
Yeah, roughly.
I've been singing since I was 1, except I was not very good at it.
So I took singing lessons when I was like 5
Ah. I could...
through to 8, and then I quit for a few years, and then like 3 years, like 2 years ago, I started singing lessons again.
That is very interesting, Liam. There's a reason why you're in honor choir, and this is it.
I'm actually not in honor choir. I got to go to one honor choir thing because I tried.
Oh. Well,
But I'm going to try to get to All-State next year, and if I don't do it, I will kill the executives. They will be executed.
next segment. What's your favorite song?
Okay. What is my favorite song?
Yes.
Ooh. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Let me look at my Spotify playlist. So, my favorite song. It's probably In the Aeroplane Over the Sea by Neutral Milk Hotel.
That is a very good song, Liam.
It
I'm
is.
so glad I could show that to you.
Yeah.
Why?
Why is it my favorite? Why is it my favorite?
Not why is it your
No.
favorite? I don't care about that. I care about why it appeals to you.
That's the same thing.
No, it is not.
What's
appeals-
different?
What appeals to you the most of the song?
What do I notice most?
Yes. What makes you happiest from the song?
So basically, the whole song is about accepting that you're gonna die one day.
Mhm.
And it's the entire song just rolls with that really well, and I think it just sounds well.
I agree with this statement. I am
Yeah.
very proud of your analytic on the song.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anyways, I don't really care. Next segment.
You asked.
What changes do you think need to be made in the American education system as a whole?
That's a packed question.
Answer it.
Answer it.
Answer it.
Well, first off, your teacher needs to get fired.
I agree. Mr. Fransk will be fired by the end of my term at this school.
And so I feel like paper's used a lot in the education system, and for good reason. It's a nice, reliable way to store information, even for short term. If you're going to throw it away, it's very good for storing it and to be used by the teacher to grade. What?
It's very thin, very storable.
It's storable. It's storable, yeah. But you want to know what's more storable?
What?
uh, computer data.
Well, here's the thing. Writing down a
Listen,
computer doesn't provide
one terabyte can be fit into like an SD card can fit into like a centimeter.
I feel you.
1 terabyte of paper would reach
Mars.
outside of our atmosphere, not Mars, outside of our atmospheres. You're too far out, outside of our atmosphere. So, I think
We need to continue to push for digitalized.
we need to be.
education.
Everyone should become an iPad kid, is what I'm saying.
So, what I also just said, increase the push
Yeah.
for digitalized education system.
Yeah.
I slightly agree, but I feel like the need for paper is still there because it doesn't
No,
provide
but-
the same memory boost as when you're writing something down, as when you know,
Well, writing something down is the same as typing it out on a keyboard. It's just different ways.
does not see it as that.
Yeah, it does. It's the same mechanical feeling.
Same mechanical feeling, but like subconsciously, it does not retain.
I think it comes down to the way people were raised.
I get
Pencils have people that were raised with computers more, like the next generation after Gen Z.
Yeah.
The next generation's gonna be more used to keyboards than they are to pencils, and the keyboards are gonna have a more emotional impact on them than a pencil will, because they're rarely gonna pick one up.
I feel that, but we can't just completely change out of paper though. There's
I know, but I feel like eventually we will. I'm just saying that's one thing in the education system. Another thing, crap, I know what it is. I can't really put it. I feel like students as a whole should have more voice.
Hey, Mr. Fransk, student's voice, Mr. Fransk.
Yeah,
Anyways.
yeah. I'm not just saying it for students' voice. I'm saying it because I believe in it.
Yeah.
Students as a whole, the schools are made for students.
Why don't we have a say in it?
Why don't we have a say in it?
Exactly.
Why don't we have a say in what happens in our schools?
All right.
Not some like, and the laws about schools, I feel like shouldn't be decided by an 80-year-old guy that barely knows what's going on. So, even if kids don't decide the rules, someone closer to a kid's age should.
I feel that.
Yeah. Anyway, that's done with my rant.
Anyways, on to next segment. This
Yeah.
ties in well. How do you feel about your school personally?
My school? Well, it's pretty rich. They just spent $5 million on a music wing.
Mr. Fransk, I don't think we have $5 million. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't think West Burlington has $5 million from what I remember.
Yeah.
But another thing, a lot more opportunities. You actually get to try out for honor stuff. There's accelerated classes.
We have that here, I believe.
You do.
Not accelerated class, but the honors choir, whatever.
You have honor choir. You have honor band. I know.
Yeah, honor choir, just I think it's springtime thing.
So, but there are accelerated classes, like accelerated science, which I take.
Like AP. Like
No,
AP
AP's
classes, kinda.
AP's more advanced.
Oh,
like,
okay, I got you. It's
After you take accelerated science, I can take AP biology, which is what I'm planning to do. But that's way more advanced. There's so advanced math students, they don't go to algebra 1 when they enter high school. They go to geometry.
I believe.
And I didn't do that cuz I'm okay at math.
Yeah, and I'm not that big of a fan of math either.
Yeah.
All right, next thing. What is the downside to your school?
Downsides? There are a lot of there are some downsides. Crap. So,
Remember the second rule: do not lie to me.
I won't lie to you. So,
The brutal, honest
it's the $5 million music wing. It was great. I think it was amazing ad, but I also got to think about the other students in school. So in the basement, which is where a lot of the freshman classes are.
You trap kids down there?
No, I mean kinda, cause it's school, but like,
I guess.
but there is in the basement. Basically, it's like it kind of looks like an unfinished basement in the hallways, but kind of not at the same time. If you look up, you can see piping and
Oh.
wires. So it's like the ceiling isn't finished, but everything else is.
Mhm.
There's a few things like that. I think they could have. I still would like a music wing. I think a music wing would be nice. They could have spent some of that money though on upgrading the school as a whole.
Mhm. Is that your
But
main dislike?
that's my main dislike.
What the people at your school?
The people at my school, so as a whole, I'd say people are a lot less toxic than at West Burlington.
Mhm.
Now, don't take offense to this,
I'm not
guys.
taking offense to this. They wouldn't.
No, not you.
Hopefully.
Okay. So, I feel like they were. So, not every person is the same, obviously,
Of course.
but it's like if they see that something's upsets you, it's like they try. A lot of them try not to do it. Obviously, there are some,
Mean people.
and there are a lot of them. There are a lot of
Wow.
but, like-
You just broke rule 1. I cannot believe you.
that I lied to you.
No, that's second rule. No cussing.
Oh crap. Okay, sorry. Didn't you say that this was heavily censored?
Yes, and about lowers about 1 bar.
Okay.
I'll fix it.
Okay. Yeah. So
Let me write this down real quick, Miss Francis. you're gonna hear all this. 16. Liam bad. Anyways, go on.
crap, I thought I'd have a lot more to say, but
Just people at your school are kind of buttheads.
some of them,
Mhm.
a lot of them are fine. The majority are fine.
The majority.
Like
Alright.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
with that segment being done and over with, right?
yeah.
Wait, hold up. How often do you feel existential dread due to ever students at your school, Liam?
Okay. So I'm gonna answer this at first with a question for you.
No.
How many times do you feel existential dread from students at your school?
Solid.
How many times a week?
At least 20.
At least 20 times a week? I'd say about 5 times.
Alright.
I'd say about 5 times a week for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh wait, they were just joking.
Well, that, like, a lot of it seems to be, like, for me, like, 5 times a week is just from people being rude. I'm like, dude, what are we gonna do this? Every 15 are just from kids being downright, like, dumb.
Yeah.
And, like, I've seen a 6th grader that had to count with her fingers to do 5 plus 2.
Bro, what?
And
That's just upsetting.
I've seen freshmen.
This is what's wrong with the education system.
Yep, drawback number 5. I've seen freshmen do things too. I don't want to name it in case they show in class. I don't want to be put on like a hit list or something. But they.
You already probably are.
Yeah, probably. Anyways, back to segment 8 out of 10. What's your favorite color?
Favorite color? Jade.
Jade. Why?
Yeah.
Jade?
Why not jade?
Why not Jade? That is a true statement.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite color, but it's not a bad one.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
like there's not much to complain about jade, so why not?
Alright.
Like a red,
Yeah.
that sometimes symbolizes anger.
Yeah, I feel angry when I like a red. I feel like, oh my god, that color sucks.
Wasn't your favorite color red at one point?
Never.
Okay. So now blue, that used to be my favorite color,
Blue is-
and it's my favorite. Blue's a primary color, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Blue.
that's my favorite. That's my favorite primary color.
My favorite color overall is black.
That's not a color. That's a
That's
shade.
not-
Anyway.
I knew. I'm not even gonna get into this next segment.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about your school?
Didn't I already say this?
No, you told things you enjoy about your school. What is the most favorite? The best thing?
Bestest thing, because that's a word. Um, crap. My favorite thing.
Yeah.
I'll have to think about this one for a good 30 minutes.
No.
Can I phone a friend?
No.
My favorite thing about Keokuk High School is the fact that I'm there.
You failed. Screw it.
Yeah, I broke rule 2.
Next segment.
Yeah, okay.
Geopolitical state of the world.
The geopolitical state of the world. So geo means earth, and political means political.
Politics.
So earth politics, yeah. Well, overall, I'd say it's not doing so well right now. I don't think.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah. Ukraine, kind of beating Russia's ass.
But
But they have that big red button.
bro, dude, you broke rule 1 again.
I broke it again. Oh my god.
Wow,
Wow.
this is crazy. Alright, yeah,
This is
you broke
crazy.
Russia up.
They are. But Russia,
Has the big red button.
big red button.
Alright, what about
And-
other
and-
places in the world?
Other places, America's a
Bad place.
um,
God dang it.
that one was on purpose.
Dude.
Well, usually this wouldn't be much of a problem, but today for some reason.
What? Alright, I'm just moving on.
Yeah, move on. You don't want me to keep messing up these
Freaking
f***ing rules.
You dropped the F-bomb! Oh my god! Oh, this is a disaster. If it's one
You're writing them down.
I am. What's your greatest fear about the geopolitical state of
Oh, I thought you were about to say just the biggest fear. My biggest fear. So nukes can't destroy the whole world, so that's not my biggest fear. So if there were enough nukes, I guess there are.
Enough to destroy it, I think, over 10 times. Actually, over.
Oh, okay. But
Just from America,
hold on,
not including Russia.
I need to do some research.
I will do that for you. Just keep talking.
So, from my understanding, a singular nuke couldn't destroy the world.
You're right.
So a nuke isn't my biggest concern. My biggest concern is when we're able to, in the future, if we're able to control weather. Because weather is the most destructive, besides humans, weather is the most destructive force on the planet. Weather and geothermic activity. Once we're able to control both of those, that's when I'm scared.
What would you remove to solve this?
What would I remove to solve this?
Yeah.
The human race in general. We've done so much harm that we're kind of like, we've done a lot of good.
Yeah. Done a lot of bad.
We've done a lot of bad. And people say like the human race, like in a cosmic spectrum, is a speck of dust. We're not. We're actually, as far as we know, we're the only living things in the universe. And that's a feat. As far as we know. And as far as we observed, we have not seen any signs of life. So, as far as we know, even if life exists, it's very rare and it's probably microscopic. So the human race and all the life on planet Earth is not just a speck of dust.
Alright.
It is very special. But humans are a problematic speck of dust. In the least. So
That's funny.
Yeah.
Get stuck to your broom.
Yeah. So, the best situation is that humans, like we figure out what the heck we're doing. Oh god.
God, dude, Down. Down.
Well,
Down.
I use cuss words to like get emotion out.
Yeah.
So it's like to accentuate my point.
Yeah, I got you.
So it just kind of comes naturally. So unless we can figure out what we're doing, I don't think there's any other option besides total annihilation of the human race.
And with that, we are ending this podcast on a grim note. Liam,
But I do think, I didn't I say that I wanted the human race to survive?
not really. You kind of just said we suck. Anyways, to finish this podcast off, I have one thing to say to you, Liam, and the viewers. Liam, you have been the first guest on this podcast, and you have been the worst guest on this podcast.
But how do you know?
You have dropped a bomb of bad words.
Thousands. I've dropped thousands of bombs.
You broke the first rule 5 different times.
Let's go. That was my plan this whole time.
You are never returning.
I'm never returning. Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay. You'll see me again. You'll see me again.
Um.
I'll be back.
Okay. That he just ruined it. He ruined it. He ruined it. You know what? You were gonna watch this, Mr. Franz, as he's gone. He is gone. He's gone forever. You know what? However, suck. Don't break rule 1. Don't delete any. Goodbye. And now it's time to. I'll see you in this next segment. I'm going to cry after this.